Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to the first show of the month of December. Should be a new and exciting month as we close out the calendar year. And let's start off with the NHL scores from last night. So from Thursday, November 30th, look at this, Detroit Red Wings still hanging in. You know, I thought they were a bit of a fluke there the first week or two in the season, but boy, they're hanging in tough. Detroit 5, Chicago 1. Montreal dropped to the Florida Panthers 5-1. Overtime, New Jersey Devils over the Flyers 4-3. Pittsburgh 4 at Tampa Bay 2. San Jose shut out by the Bruins 3-0. Toronto, in a shootout, wins 4-3 over the Seattle Kraken. Overtime again, Islanders 5-4, winners over Carolina. Buffalo drops a high-scoring affair, 6-4 to the St. Louis Blues. Where's what's supposed to be sitting in this here? Edmonton, continuing on their winning ways as of late. 3-1 Winnipeg over winners over Winnipeg. Minnesota 6, Nashville 1. Arizona in OT 4-3 over Colorado. Calgary once again another OT game 4-3 over Dallas. Vancouver dropped one to Vegas 4-1. Vegas, what a miracle franchise that has turned out to be. And Washington at Anaheim 5-4. Let's take a look at the results on the Atlantic Division. Well, look at this. Bruins still on top, of course, with 33. Florida staying awful close with 30. Detroit and Toronto tied with 27. And then Ottawa at the bottom of the Atlantic Division. But look at this. They've got 6 games in hand over Montreal and Buffalo. So that's 12 points. So if we were to give them half of those points, 6, that would tie them with Buffalo and Toronto. What's coming up in the NHL tonight? Ottawa's at Columbus. Ottawa's looking to right the ship, so to speak. You know, they had a very quiet November. They didn't play very many games. They went 2 games, in fact, or 2 weeks, excuse me. Almost 2 weeks, in fact, without playing a game, and they weren't happy with all their results. So Ottawa at Columbus tonight, 7 o'clock, and San Jose at Jersey. We've looked at those. Let's look at this. Once again, taking a look at the leading scorers. Kucherov still on top, and Connor McDavid from the Oilers rounding it out. Tied for 9th with Jack Hughes at 29 points. A little closer to home. CCHL last night, the battle of a couple of the front runners, and the Big Bad Bears came out on top versus the Cornwall Colts 4-1. Action tonight. Ottawa is playing in Smith Falls. Navin, who is actually the league leader by a point, is at home to Renfrew, and Rockland Nationals are in Brockville. Lone game on Saturday night, Nepean at Ottawa. Quick look at the standings. There's the Bears on top in the Robinson Division with 36 points. Healthy 10-point lead over Pembroke Lumber Kings. In the Eiserman Division, though, there's Navin on top with 37. And they are first place in the league. And Cornwall in second at 35, but with a game in hand. And both those teams have a game in hand on the Bears. So the Bears got to be neat and tidy and keep that winning streak going. So there's your top 3 in the CCHL. Navin on top with 37. Bears in second with 36. And Cornwall in third with 35. But with those games in hand. We saw the schedule. Scores, we still have Fournier from Hawkesbury on top with 38 points, and Brockville Braves, Owen Watson rounding out the top 10 with 30 points. But they haven't been on the ice since last Friday night. Well, they haven't played a game. They've been on the ice. I've seen a couple of the practices this week with 30 points. So, and Rockland's in town tonight, so perhaps Watson might get himself a hat trick and boost himself way up there in the scoring. Well, that's it. That's it for today, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with results of all of those games in the CCHL tonight, 2 games in the NHL, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. December. Advent starts Sunday.